Why hello there, I'm Maris, this is GamerQuest, and this is No More Rainbows. Do want to thank Catapult for sponsoring this video. This is a lovely little VR ditty. Now, we are a denizen of hell, or darkness, or the underworld, as you would like to say. And, for some odd reason, you know, we took a nap, and now all of a sudden, there's all these colorful people with rainbows and happiness and So we need to clear them out. So as you can see, we are smack in the middle of World 1. So this would be level 4. Demo is available on Steam. You can download it for free, and it's on the Quest as well. You can play all of the first world and the first boss, so we're going to take a look at some of the maps. We're going to fight the boss. It's going to be a good time. You use your arms, similar to a game called Gorilla Tag. Now, I never played Gorilla Tag, but you'll see there's different things that you can do. You'll see me walk with my arms to, like, move certain ways, jump, different types of jumps. The trick is to do this with speed. I'm, you know, doing this to gather things, stuff like that. I want to try to 100% first. We're going to go back in a little bit and look at some of the earlier ones, and I'm going to try to actually speed run them. Whoop. If you're a fan of VR, this was very, very fun. Very well done. The controls were really great. Now, I'm using index controllers with this. Again, you can also get this on the Quest. It is not out yet, so definitely get it on your wish list if you're on Steam. But again, you can play the whole first world. There's a couple worlds. We're going to look at that a little bit later as well. So let's watch me fall to my death, fall on spikes. It's wonderful. So there's some different jump styles depending on how you position your arms and push down on the ground. So you can do something that's very high, you can do something that's very long but not as high, you can do one-handed jumps. You know, there's many different options as far as, and you'll get used to them. Sometimes, you know, or as you play, you'll learn to, like, gauge how far you can go, things like that. Another thing that I also like is you'll see me reach my arms out, passing stuff. In a lot of cases, as long as you can get at least one paw on where you're going, then you can grab onto it and, you know, stop yourself from falling. So that's really nice. Actually, there's me doing it right there. Oh, that was just a fail right there. That was terrible. I'm just arms. No body, just arms. Also want to point out that, so you have a home world, or your home that's in, like, the Underworld type thing. So then, you know, you go into the worlds, and the worlds are what have these little boards. But when you go into the world, it's got its own environment with things to explore, little nooks and crannies to get into, you know, little, like, puzzly type things to figure out, and parkour things to do yourself, besides the levels for each of the boards. So it's really, you know, it's not like there's not plenty to do. I was starting to take all sorts of risks doing this because, you know, I'd been through a couple boards already and, you know, was getting more comfortable with the movement and everything like that. I do have to say, again, I never played Gorilla Tag, and this has the same style of movement as that game, so it was a little different at first, but once I got used to it, it was great. A lot of fun. Swing and a miss. That was pretty smooth, I do have to say. That was, some of these are actually pretty challenging to figure it out. And again, they do hide things. So, like, there are certain times where you have to go, like, under the ground, like, you know, it's pretty interesting. The slide jumps are fun, too. I really gotta give it to them. Yeah, 10 out of 10, 3 out of 3. And as you can see, you get stars. So, like I said, we're gonna be going back and taking a look at some of the early boards. I'm gonna try to get some stars in those before we go fight the boss. But as you can see, look how cool this was so fun. Look at all the graffiti they put on my beautiful, dark, horrible land. Terrible. And you gotta just keep looking around and look for things. There's a couple places that I found, like, entrances to break down to get into cave. Actually, there's one right below us. They, like, all over the place. That's why there's 100 of these little guys that you gotta kill. If you look at the base of your paw, it gives you different stats. Shows you how much of the worlds you've reclaimed from the powers of cuteness and light and colorful things. And a nice little sigil there, look at that. I think, did they write it? I don't know. There's my claws. I will get that little Superman thing. Trying to figure out how I'm going to get up. That was a horrible jump. That's so funny. And of course, in real life, you're like reaching out for dear life trying to grasp stuff. Nope, that didn't work out so good either. I will get him, though. Don't you worry. The little Superman bubble boy will not make it. There's nothing really, like, super hard about the parkour figuring out where you're supposed to go in this game. Pretty much they do have arrows randomly about, and eventually you will see where you're going. Not an overly huge map, but that's fine because you're not an overly huge animal, and there's more than enough to do. Again, just exploring, looking for all the little hidden nooks and crannies is enough of a time consumer. Never mind finding all the entrances, finding secret entrances to worlds, things like that. Alright, here we go. So look at these wind things. The wind is tough to deal with. You can't grab on to anything, so to speak. You need like one of those grip areas in order to hold with your claws. So the windmills can really push you pretty good and push you right off the edge. Line up. These are breakaway blocks, and they don't give you much time, so you know you really gotta be prepared. To tell you the truth, I can't even believe I got that in one go. I was like so proud of myself. God, I didn't go off the edge. I wish that when you grab these little bubble boys that you could like rip them apart with your other hand. Like maybe that's something they'll put in. This is a beta test, so, and a stress test to see how things go. You know, I definitely would love to be able to rip them apart. That would be incredibly satisfying. See their little rainbow guts all over the place like that. Great stuff. So as you can see by holding, this is one of the grip pads where the wind is not going to move you because you're gripping on the stuff. So again, if you're on a flat surface, you have no way to stop sliding. It's very, very dangerous. The noise that thing makes, like that guzzling, weird noise. It's like a gurgling. Yay! He's out. Look at that. 10 out of 10, 3 out of 3. Go us. So let's head back in. And there we go. We've only got the boss left. Still have a couple souls to you know, check out. But let's go speed run some of the original. As you can see there, I was just looking at the number. Again, each world has a particular amount of, these are Bubble Boy souls that you're looking for to collect to complete the world. And just like any good, you know, RPG parkour type thing, they're going to be hidden, they're going to be all over the place, so you're definitely going to... There he is! Oh, I got him! I couldn't have planned that any better. I was so happy when I got him. I was just... He'd been frustrating me the whole time. So as you can see, there's the boss. How cool is that? That's great. And then this is, again, I was saying there's a home world that you start in. So this is actually where you start out coming into the world. So let's go do some speed runs. 77 out of 100. Spinning myself around. Now, I am playing this standing, spinning and things like that. You can use the joysticks to spin yourself, but I didn't mind turning myself and things like that. My only thing is, obviously, I have a headset with a wire, so I was getting myself all tangled up, but it's alright. Oh, so close, but so far. So close, but so far. Also, if you've already played this, either on Steam or on the Quest, don't forget to leave a review. That way people know, because sometimes, you know, VR is a little tough. People who are not familiar with VR or don't have a lot of experience with VR might be a little hesitant, and it really does help when choosing VR games if there's reviews, especially ones that talk about like your experience and stuff like that. So definitely helps, since it is still such a new technology. I'm sure there's going to be more, but it's, you know, it's still in its baby stages. Oh, and also about the Quest version. The Quest version actually has a multiplayer option. Right now, that's the only one that has it, but it is available. I'm sure it'll be on the Steam version soon. But they both have the same amount of opening, so it's the entirety of World 1 and the first boss fight in both of them to check out. So it's just multiplayer's Quest only right now. But again, they're working on it, they're updating it. I believe this is releasing the first quarter of 2023. So there's going to be a lot of updates, changes, and additions to this as the rest of this year progresses. Got our 3 of 3. Me being all happy. So let's go. So as you can see, this is where you'd be starting out. So you would have turned to the left, gone to World 1, and now we're going to progress through. And the situations, I shouldn't say situations, but the way I found this progressed is like the first level, level 2, you know, as you get to them, they're fairly simple, basic. You just need to, you know, the jumping or, you know, things like that. And then as you progress, they introduce the climbing, you know, stuff like that. So it's definitely got its own particular progression as you're going throughout the world as well. So here we go. Let's see. So also the shortcuts, the shortest way are always usually the hardest, as you can see. That fails. Oof. And as you play, you'll come up with your own way of swinging your arms and things. I found certain things work for me as far as control. Again, it's what you feel comfortable with. You know, you're going to get a feel for the game as you move along through it. So, I'm gonna say by World 4 or Level 4, you're gonna be very proficient at your jumps and what you're doing. It's just gonna be more, you know, making stupid mistakes. Like I'm over jumping. I shouldn't be putting as much oomph in, but again, that's me. So. See, there we go. Perfect little, like, nudge jump. Doesn't take a lot. Doesn't take a lot. Peace out. Ah, I missed. And yes, there we go. Okay. Onward and upward. Let's do better. Let's try the next one. And again, there's some of the signs, like I was telling you. You don't really get lost in these worlds because you will find signage, explanations where you're supposed to go, hints, clues. It's the little hidden nooks and crannies that you don't see, where they hide them. Like those two pillars that are down next to this. Like, unless you saw it from the other side, you wouldn't know that there's a climb bar, a bunch of climb bars there, and a soul that's like hidden under. So, here we go. Right onto the spikes. Oof, another bad one. Just not doing so hot. I got really good at climbing. I was quite fast at it. Again, though, the controls are very good. Like, talk about really tight. You, even the boxes where it grabs things and stuff, they did a very good job of nailing that. Perfect little guy. I like how their eyes, they get like double black eyes. Being evil's wonderful. Out of the way. Boom. How'd I do? Under 60 seconds. Yeah. Nice. See, there's the little guy that I was telling you about. Again, there's certain things you don't see from certain angles. Sometimes you gotta drop down from on top of them. All sorts of little things. Again, like I said, it starts to get harder and harder. as you progress through the thing. Let's go do the boss. Let's go back, we'll backtrack and do the boss real quick. Look at that. Look at that big rainbow. Let's do it. Let's just kill him. Can't wait anymore. You can see I'm looking around here. Again, it's not your legs. You have to remember, it's not your legs that you're using to control where you are, it's your arms. So it's depends on your placement of your arms, how far you can look over and like pivot yourself and things like that. So like you can stretch your arms out and really look under, as long as you just make sure, you know, you're not going below your arms, that technically you would have a good grip on them. There we go. There he is. Now, I did notice something with this boss after the first 1 or 2 tries of this. If you see how jumpy this is, it's technically to jump after him, so the trick is to keep going at a good clip and jump through this. Think of this almost like a rhythm and beat game type thing where you're almost had it there. But it really, it's almost, it's made for you to, it's made for you to jump over the things at a certain pace. Now these are the breakaway tiles, so you gotta be fast, but you can see how this is working. Alright, so obviously we hit the save point, so the boss music is quite intense too. I do gotta give it to him. Jumped right over him. 2 stars, very good. Do my dance. Yup, look who it is. So this is the home world. So as you can see, we're in like our starter area, and where those rainbows are going is where the worlds are, and you obviously want to cut them off. So you can see he's taunting us, so we're gonna go follow him. So that's obviously World 1. As I was saying, you can reach your hands out and grab the side. So there's a snippet of World 2. Obviously, I'm not going to go in there. That's pretty cool, too. Because we are just checking out World 1. And you can see there's a World 3 over there. Really cool environment. The sky reminds me, for some odd reason, of like the Ren and Stimpy cartoon. very much like being in a cartoon in real life. I definitely did enjoy the art direction they went. I like the color schemes. Like, you can see that the Underworld has all of its dark blacks and grays and browns and like oranges and reds and like deep tones and things like that. And then you get to these and it's like, whoa. When you can tell it's not supposed to look like that. You can see you have some of the darkness there. Now, I'd like to see if maybe once you get the 100 of the souls out of here, if this world actually reverts, like if you have everything completed, if it will take a more darker tone. Maybe, like maybe not be so bright and sunny. Maybe the sky will turn red and it'll take like just like a red hue over it or something. That would be really cool. But again, there's still so much to explore just to get the maxed out number of souls just in this alone. Oops. You know, sometimes I really get myself a little too close to the edge. It's just not advisable, you know. That's, you never want to be too close to the edge, because you know how things go for me. I just go careening off the side. So here we go. Let's see how fast I can do this. So I believe you should remember this from the first board that we did. So, oop. I believe I actually do 3-star this, which I was quite proud of myself for. Well, yeah, look how efficient I was with that. The efficiency is painful. So I think the heavy metal starts when you're doing really good and like making good time. Oh, yes. Yes, under 40 seconds. That's how we roll. Evil always wins. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to add this to your wish list. If you have played the demo already, leave them a little review, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to donate, go to GamerQuest.tv/donate, and I will see you on the next video.